me how you got here.
Well, I'm Jessie, and I've always wanted to be a chef. I knew it was going to be super hard, but I wanted to be the best, so I came to Yuki's Cooking Academy.
Okay, and how would you say your experience was?
Oh, incredible. I mean, it was super challenging, but I learned so much.
Like what?
Well, obviously there's knife work. Any chef worth their salt knows how to handle a knife. And then there's cooking techniques. There's a lot you can't learn from just reading a recipe book. And of course, mise en place, or putting together your station. As a world-class cooking academy, Yuki's Kitchen takes extra pride in appearance. So, you ready? Yes I do. I have worked really hard to be the greatest chef possible, and I'm ready.
Awesome, that's great to hear. All right, so you're going to be on camera 3, and it's a wide shot, so make sure you stand still. There you go.
I'm sorry, wait a minute, I'm not going to be cooking?
Places!
Oh my God.
All right, how are we all doing today? Good. Thanks. Well, welcome to Laughs for Lunch, the show where we make food. The catchphrase wasn't quite written correctly. But the show where we make food that is a good time and maybe a tad more flavor than my British palate is used to. Okay, I'm your host Yuki, and for anyone that's curious, that catchphrase was submitted to us by our previous episode's guest. If you would like to see that episode in its entirety, it's available for free on YouTube. But enough about the past, let's focus on the now, because we have a very good show coming up for you today. Today, we're going to be making entirely plant-based dishes. Exciting stuff. But before we get to that, we're going to have a couple of stand-up comedians come on and put on a little show for us. Yeah. And before we get to that, I'm going to show you how to make my favorite plant-based finger food. All right, so much good stuff coming. Let's just jump right in. This is the part of the show where I introduce my assistant and brother, Hayato. Please welcome Hayato to the stage. Okay, normally he's right there. He wasn't here last show. I thought he was going to be back by now. But the show must go on, so why don't we just go ahead and continue with what I was going to make in our little segment up top here. All right, so as I say, we're going to be making plant-based dish, my favorite.
Not so fast!
What?
You think I'm so replaceable that you can make this show happen without me?
Well, I mean, yeah, the last show we did without you, and it went pretty well, I'd say.
Exactly! You would be ruined without me! You think you're so big running the show by yourself. Let me tell you, I challenge you to a cooking
Not so fast!
What's going on?
I came here to be a chef, and you know my skills. You've seen what I can do. I'm here to challenge you, Yuki, to a cooking challenge.
Okay, but I was literally in the middle of that just now.
Oh, well, I mean...
It's clear to me what must happen now.
Is it?
2 of my apprentices have challenged me for the position of head chef. I never thought the day would come. But I always secretly hoped. For you see, today, Laughs for Lunch Kitchen will become Laughs for Lunch Kitchen Stadium! You will be cooking head to head for the position, for the privilege of challenging me.
Okay.
Now, for this task, we have these ingredients. Look at this. We've got basil, mozzarella, tomato. I see a little bit of garlic in there, olive oil. What is this again? Balsamic vinaigrette. And a baguette, of course. So, with these ingredients, your first task is to make the dish that I was going to make had I not been interrupted. Whoever can most faithfully recreate my dish in my style will have the privilege of challenging me for head chef of Last for Lunch. How do you feel? Excellent. Challengers, you have 15 minutes to make a dish with these ingredients. Begin!
We've got this. Excellent.
Oh,
Right.
Chef, could I get a frying pan, please?
A frying pan, absolutely.
Thank you, Chef.
Okay. We got some good
We got
ingredients here.
tomato, yeah.
Tomato. I'll have one of these.
Okay, I have some
I'll
basil.
have some basil.
No, I'll have some basil too.
I'll have some basil
Okay.
too. Yeah. Excuse me,
Okay.
I'm gonna have
Well,
that
I'm just
basil.
gonna.
Thank
Okay.
you.
All right.
Thank you.
There are enough ingredients for the both of you.
Oh, I just want to make
No
sure.
need to
you know.
squabble.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna be using the vegan mozzarella. So.
Okay, well, don't use all of it because I'm also using some. Thank you.
Fine.
This one, am I right?
Share.
It's a very heated battle.
Using a knife instead of my hands this time. I hope that's okay.
That is acceptable.
Okay, excellent.
Jesse, tell us a little bit about your cooking background. What kind of dishes do you like to make? What are you most familiar with?
Okay.
Do you want the I actually do cook plant-based all the time. I've been plant-based for like 5 years. And I absolutely love to try new things. I used to do a lot of the substitutes, but now I've gotten a little bit more into like creating things that are like fully plant-based.
Okay.
So yeah, and I'm also gluten-free. And so there's that.
Yes.
too.
That's an additional challenge right
Yeah.
there, I'm certain.
Yeah.
Hey, Chef, I'm gonna just say, whoever got this bread didn't do a very good job because it's a little stale right now.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I see. You'll have to take it up with my assistants. Yes, it was you.
That was the one. Okay.
Yes, I'm afraid
A little
so.
more free there.
Oh.
Because I'm a very giving competitor.
I'm not.
I know.
I'm here for blood.
I know you are.
Plant-based blood.
Plant-based blood.
You know, plant-based blood, sometimes they use beet juice to make things look like blood. And, like, again, not using things that are,
Is that what you're here for, Hathel?
Yeah.
For beet juice?
I'm not here. I'm not here to make friends. I'm here for drawing beet juice.
Excellent.
Hey, you want to see something cool I'm doing?
Yes, please. What do we have here?
So this is bread. We're about to toast it on the hot pan.
Okay.
But what you can do is just rub a clove of raw garlic on it, and then the oils from the garlic will kind of help toast it, and it'll be very aromatic and yummy.
Excellent.
Wow.
That sounds
Okay.
good, but not as good as what I'm going to do.
Great way to infuse flavor into toast. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your cooking background? What kind of dishes do you like to make? What kind of dishes are you most familiar with?
I have a reputation for eating a lot of fried chicken.
That is true. I can vouch for that.
It is something that comes up a lot of, my friends will mock me for it, let's just be straight up.
That's also true. I do that as well.
I think the most fun I have is usually a big Thanksgiving feast. It's probably the first time I felt like I was going from like home cooking to like, I mean, I guess it's the epitome of home cooking, but like making a big thing. Like I wrote down on the back of some sheet music actually of like what times things go in the oven and like what times to mix things and like layer it out so that we'd have a good Thanksgiving on time.
I see.
Um,
On the back of sheet music.
Yes.
Yes.
Resourceful.
Timing is very important both as a chef and as a musician.
Yeah.
For which Hayato normally provides some musical accompaniment on this show. Today his hands are busy with preparation of food instead, so there won't be much of that. But any other show you come back on, you will hear some piano playing by my brother. Let's see. Okay, what are we doing over here? Jesse?
Well, I think that the other assistant, like we said, got bread that wasn't really super moisty.
Yeah, that guy should be
So-
that guy should be fired or promoted.
So I'm gonna like put a little bit of balsamic on the
Okay.
bread. That's probably a little bit too much, but you know I'm still in training, Yuki. So
Oh.
a little bit in my own mind.
Wait, did she just admit she doesn't?
No,
she's not ready
no.
for chef?
No, I am ready. I'm ready.
Oh,
But I'm just
I
putting
almost got her.
a little bit of moisture on here.
Found a reason to deduct points from you both so far.
Oh,
What?
come on, but my personality is so lovely.
Yeah, my personality is lovely.
I think my personality is more.
I think my personality is more lovely.
So I don't know about
Well,
that.
we'll see whose personality comes out best in the dishes.
Great. Perfect. But I've sliced some tomatoes, and this
Okay.
also, you know, produces a little bit of vegan blood.
Do we like that term, vegan blood?
I don't love it.
Just tomato
Is that not
juice?
the blood
I
of
don't-
vegans? Or
Yeah. Hold
No,
on.
no. We don't.
like
This is not a violent television show.
Oh,
this
certainly not.
This
No.
is this is not violent.
Exactly.
Okay, so I'm just layering.
no, I think it's good.
Yeah.
Yes, you are layering.
I'm
Oh, okay.
layering some
Excellent. Can we
lovely-
get close up on this one,
Yeah,
maybe?
I'm layering some lovely, you know,
Okay.
tomato and vegan mozzarella. This is like my favorite brand of vegan mozzarella, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the
Kyoko.
Whoever got-
Kyoko, sorry.
Kyoko.
Whoever
Sorry,
got
yeah.
that must have done a really good job.
They
Uh,
did.
That one actually I did buy.
You did?
Oh,
Oh, I
did
knew
you?
it.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
That's-
thank you.
Yeah.
That's
That makes
That's
sense.
so funny.
That makes sense.
Showing
It's funny how
once-
we all contribute to this show, you know,
Isn't it?
equally.
Some more than others.
Responsibly.
hmm
Hmm.
Okay. Hi, why don't you tell us about what you are making here? We have some items in a bowl.
Yeah, so I'm gonna make a bruschetta. That's why I got the toast. But it's gonna be with a little bit of a twist.
Oh, we like twists here.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it fun. This is in the style in my mind of a good finger food, a little appetizer. People love seeing it, and it's really easy to make. So I got a
Excellent.
mixture that I'm gonna put onto. Do you need
No, I just think it looks good.
Yes.
Yeah. Not as good as mine, but it looks pretty good.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Remember, the goal is to replicate the dish that I was going to make.
Well, I think you were gonna make this. This is a caprese salad with
Yeah.
a twist.
Capri salad with a twist.
I like that you said twist, so you know, I edited my recipe right
Oh,
there.
that's nice.
Yeah.
That must be nice to have someone give you really good
Ideas.
good lines and then get to use that.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
It is pretty important as an assistant to be able to. Oh, something going on here.
It's just not getting hot enough. so
Oh my.
I'm trying to will it.
Yes. A proper craftsman never blames his tools, as we
I'm gonna
say.
use a little
What
bit.
if I blame someone else's tools?
That's not very nice, I would say.
Oh, look at me! I'm already done.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Okay,
Okay, calm down, calm
so
down.
anything else you'd like to add about this dish? You said it was a.
So it's a caprese salad with a twist. The twist is that there's bread.
Okay,
And-
Caprese salad on bread.
Yes,
Ah, very
we
nice.
love bread.
Okay.
Don't love bread.
Who doesn't?
Who doesn't love bread?
Unless it's stale.
Gluten-free people. But you know, I usually would use gluten-free bread, but this just looks so pretty.
Okay.
So
May
yeah, of course,
Take a
please.
little bite of this.
Mm.
Mm. All right, here goes. We'll kind of good corner. Mm.
Yeah. That twist. The twist is nice. Yeah, he loves the twist. We can all see that. Yes. Winner. Just declare it. It's okay.
The
Just
bread was a little hard to bite
take
through.
it in. I know.
You mean the balsamic she drizzled on didn't help it?
It helped a little.
Make sure I have all my teeth still. Hold on.
Okay. All right.
Okay, good. We're good.
Is there any beat just coming out of the roof of your mouth?
Yeah.
It is delicious.
Really? Oh, good. Yay.
Right here.
Excellent.
Okay. And we have
I think,
almost have our dish completely ready over here.
you know what I
Okay.
think the coolest thing about plant-based cooking is,
Yes.
honestly,
Do share.
you really can make anything plant-based. You really can. So if you have dietary restrictions, like for me, becoming plant-based started because I have a dairy allergy. And then I just started like investigating like dairy-free options, and then I saw a lot of health benefits from eating more plants, and yeah, so
Excellent.
Yeah.
Found, plant-based was not merely a restriction, but rather, a step in a fun, creative, and
totally. Yeah, it allows like, and I've gotten a lot more creative in the kitchen since I made this change to my diet.
Yes, trying out new things is what we're all about here at Last for Lunch.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think,
Yeah, a lot comes out of here.
yes.
Yeah, that's what the struggle I was having.
Fully designed.
Okay.
If you were to blame your tools again.
The two closer to you have a little bit less. I
Okay.
made bruschetta with a twist. The twist is that there's cheese in it. Usually bruschetta is tomatoes and basil and some balsamic on bread, toasted bread. It's nice. It's a fun like finger food appetizer for guests to be like, oh, I'm this thing you can eat, little hors d'oeuvres, you know. I sliced my bread a little bit thinner. Hopefully that helps. Might
It
actually
certainly
be
does.
Same thing. Oh.
Mm-hmm. And it's toasted, which is also nice.
Ah. Yeah, we got the Quiznos experience here.
Lovely.
This is much better than Quiznos. Let's be real. Yeah. Unless
Sorry,
Quiznos,
Quiznos.
would like to sponsor us, in which case.
Sorry, Quiznos. We're a Subway family here.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
Okay. Title.
Yes. Yes,
I
chef.
found your dish
Mhm.
to be satisfactory. So well done. You've both used all the ingredients as I had asked for. You've added some touches of your own personality. And you made these finger foods that are fun to eat and delicious.
Yay.
However, neither of you replicated the dish that I was going to make.
Oh.
Instead of these hoity-toity, fancy craft brewery hors d'oeuvres, I was gonna go for a simple grilled cheese sandwich with mozzarella and some tomato soup to dip it in. As you two have both failed in this task, I am sad to announce that there is no winner for this portion of the show.
Okay, that's just ridiculous.
Now.
Honestly.
I mean, it is ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
As we move on, both of you are responsible for cleaning this up. You may begin.
Fine. I think that these rules should have been outlined a little bit better, like the consequences. You know?
Yeah, I think so too.
I mean, cleaning is like my least favorite activity, but
and I know some people say it's not good assistantship, but like, it really just kind of sucks, doesn't it?
yeah. Do you want to?
Any day now.
Don't you have like a sponsor video or something?
Yes, while we set up this kitchen for our next segment, please listen to this word from our sponsor.
Very exciting news. I'm launching my very own line of hot sauce. Introducing the Yooksters Pants sauce. Well, we can't say the name. Well, which part? All of it. Find it in the sauce aisle, I guess.
All right. And for anyone that is interested, I am actually selling my hot sauces here today. Just $5 a pop. It does support local business, me, so I really do appreciate anyone's interest. And if you have previously purchased a bottle of hot sauce from me, you can bring back your empty bottle and it'll knock $1 off your purchase price. So there's that as well. So please buy local. Okay, for our next segment, I had mentioned that we have a couple of stand-up comedians here to perform with us today, put on a show for us. Our first comedian is an absolute delight. You may have seen her in the 2021 High Plains Comedy Festival, the 2022 Funniest Person in Austin contest. Maybe you saw her here in the Emma Dilemma, where this show technically got its start. But enough about me. Please welcome to the stage, Mandy Kay.
Thank you, Yuki. I appreciate it. Oh my gosh, you guys having a good time so far? Yeah, this is fun. My favorite part of that segment is where she said the bread wasn't very moisty. That was good. Those are good adjectives. I like that. It's fun that I'm at a cooking show because I don't know how to cook and I don't cook, but I eat. Yeah, right? We got some eaters? Yeah. I eat every day, like a lot. And so I'm not trying to brag, but yeah, I eat food. I've been really excited about this all day. I showered and everything. So, yes, front row. That's good, right? Thank you. Yes, I watched it all too, not just the important stuff. For you guys. Yeah, this is fun. So my name is Mandy, and yes, that is short for Manthony. Obviously, it's a family name. And everyone always asks. It's weird. Yeah, I'm really excited to be here. I just turned 42. Yeah, all 42 years of it, I did. And I went home to North Carolina to see my mom so I could get birthday presents. Yes. And if that doesn't show you the dangers of becoming a parent, I don't know what does. It never ends, you know? I'm a stand-up comic and I call my mom quite a bit after shows and I forget about the time difference, you know? And she's like, Mandy, I've been in bed for 2 hours, why are you calling me? And I'm like, you knew what you were doing when you laid down, young lady. You know, like, we all knew I was gonna be a responsibility. You know, I hear the first 50 years of parenting is the hardest. You know, and I'm just entering my terrible 42s. So. She's got a long road ahead of her. Yeah. My mom had me when she was 19. So we kind of grew up together. My grandfather used to call her a lady of the evening. And I thought that meant that she was a good sleeper. Turns out that's not what that means. My grandpa was a good guy. He was real funny. Oh, that's crazy. He was so mean to her. Oh, good times though. I like getting older though. It's fun. My mom's always pressuring me, like at this point, now that I'm 42, to have kids. You know, she's like, why have you had kids? I'm like, you told me when I was younger to get a good education and get a good job before I had kids. And like, I listened really good. You know, she's like, okay, well, you're 42 now, you can do it. And I'm like, I'm getting mixed signals from you. Like, should I do it or should I not do it? You know what I mean? Like, I'm just not having kids though. Like, are you guys pro kids? We got parents? No? Yeah, everybody's anti-kids? Yeah, right? I hear they eat every day too. It's a lot. You know? That's a lot. You know what I'm saying? It's too much. I feel like having kids to me are like having rock hard abs. You know, like they look like they do fun, cool stuff on TikTok, but I'm probably never gonna own any. You know what I mean? Like, why? You know what I mean? My cousin just had a baby. And she had a baby. It's real cute. She's posting pictures on Facebook, you know, and everybody's like, oh my God, what a miracle. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to meet him. Oh, he looks so precious. And I just commented, hack. It's been done. You know? It's her second kid. Yeah, like whatever. Like you're validated. Who cares? I'm over it. Like I'm just over the whole thing. I don't know. I do love kids though. Like other people's kids. That's where it's at, right? None of us have kids, but like let your brothers and sisters have kids. You know, let them ruin their lives. You know, and you can just go do the fun stuff, right? That's how you do it. My nephew is 6 years old, right? And he is the funnest. Like he's so fun. I love him so much. He's so fun. I went home, you know, for my birthday, and he was like, "Hey, Mandy, I drew you this picture for your birthday," and I was like, "That was the best picture I've ever seen in my life. Like you're gonna be Picasso, Banksy, who I don't even know. Like you're amazing, you know." He's like, "Hey, Mandy, look at this new toy I got." I was like, "That's the best toy ever. You are so cool. You know, like you're the coolest kid I've ever met in my life. You are bad. You were awesome." I always cussed. Like, you're so cool, you know? And then he was like, "Hey, Mandy, I have a joke." And I was like, "I'm listening." You know? I was like, "What joke do you have, Zachary?" You know? And he goes, "Why do ducks have feathers?" And I was like, "I don't know, Zachary. Why do ducks have feathers?" He goes, "Because they don't want anyone to see their butt quacks." And y'all, he said it with like this 6-year-old confidence. You know what I mean? You know all that cocky confidence that kids have, like they just did something. You know, he was like smacking his knee and he was like, "I'm so great," you know? And I was looked down at him and I was like, "Zachary, that was a terrible joke. Don't ever tell that was garbage. Don't ever tell." And my mom's like, "Don't talk to the baby like that." And I was like, "He's got it. He's coming at me. I'm a professional. He's coming at me with this Laffy Taffy garbage." Like, someone's got to tell him what is going on. I was like, to be honest, his picture wasn't even that good. You know, I was like, we need to be honest with this kid. And she was like, maybe you shouldn't have children. And I was like, that's what I was trying to tell you. That's what I was trying to let you know. Nobody listens to me, right? We need to put some reality in that kid's head, though. No jokes. Like, keep with the toys and the pictures. You know, it's so silly. My mom, I like hanging out with my mom. She watches a lot of 90 Day Fiancé. Y'all know that show? Yeah, you like that show? Oh, that show's garbage. That show sucks. She likes to watch episodes with me that she's already seen, right? And every time there's a new couple, she goes, oh, these bozos. You know, she's like, oh, these guys. Ugh. And I'm like, why do you watch this? You hate this, right? If you enjoy watching it, though, if you really super enjoy watching 90 Day Fiancé, I have a little tip for you. Watch the seasons backwards so you can see the couples get happier. You know what I'm saying, right? Just it'll add a little joy into your life. It really will. Oh, it's terrible. It's a terrible show. I don't know why anybody watches that show. So I've worked in corporate offices for 16 years doing corporate accounting. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's great. It's super fun. Little tips for working in corporate offices. A lot of people have asked me to, like, I don't have a college degree, right? I don't. I'm basically a screw up. And people are like, how did you get into that line of work? You know, how did you get into that line of work without a college degree? And like, just a little tip for you guys, you lie. Like a lot. You know, when they're like, do you know how to do this? You're like, yep, pivot tables, that sounds cool. Those are words. Yeah, you lie a lot. And like, just another tip for you, if you really want to go into office work, if that's what you really want to do, if you're done having fun and you're like, I don't want to smile anymore, go into the office and find the person that's worked there the longest for your interview, right? Find the person that's worked there for like 30 years or whatever, right? Ask them questions about their lives. Ask them what they do outside of work, you know? And if you can see at least 5% of their soul in their eyes, take that job. That's a good job. That's a real good job. All right, you guys, if you want to follow me on social media, my name is Mandy K, and it's all my social media is Mandy K Comedy, and you have to type in Mandy K Comedy, because if you just type in Mandy K, you'll get a lot of porn stars. And I don't do that anymore. So look at my comedy. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you very much. Give it up one more time for Mandy K, please.
Hello. Should I use this? No, I don't like that.
Okay, wasn't that a delight? If you want to see more of Mandy, she'll also be performing at the upcoming Plano Comedy Festival on October 15th and 16th. So please keep an eye out for that. Okay, our next act is an Asian American stand-up comic that can be regularly seen around stages in Austin. You've seen her in the Memphis Comedy Festival, the aforementioned Plano Comedy Festival. She has shared the stage with Martha Kelly, Anthony Jeselnik, and Jeff Dye, just to name a few. Please welcome to my kitchen, Lonnie Cuomo.
Yeah. He left the part out in my bio that called me fat. I notice skinny people like to do that a lot. I'm watching y'all in your food. Just kidding, I have an eating disorder. But, oh my God, I'm so nervous. Like, I should have farted before I got up here. Have you ever farted and then been like, ugh, I do sound like my mother. Same girl. Oh man, how are y'all cuties doing? I thought you were cuddling with someone. It's literally just your arm like this. Maybe you could just like, you know, that'd be so cute. Oh man, so I've been told that I look ethnically ambiguous. Just go with it. I look like I ethnically identify as a bisexual kindergarten teacher. It's just how I dress. But I'm actually half Filipino. Woo woo! Thank you, white people. It's Filipino American History Month. I'm so sorry I keep looking at you just because you're literally wearing a white shirt. You're also white, but get it together. She's on the camera, so she's doing her job. I'm just being mean. Anyway, I'm also half white. I don't want to talk about it. My dad was in the military. That explains a lot. I don't actually need to talk about it, do I? Good, I don't want to cry. So, I am in an interracial relationship. Yes. That South Park episode's gonna come true, I promise. But not for me, because I have an IUD. But, yeah, I'm in an interracial relationship. My husband is whiter than me. He's so white. He's just so white. He forgot the word for tortilla. And we live in Texas. He literally looked at me in the eye and said, for serious, "Hey, can you hand me that taco bread?" I was like, no. Yeah, I did it anyway because I'm a nice wife. But he's so white. I shop at the Asian store because represent my people. And I took him with me. And he hates crowds. So I specifically took him on a Sunday afternoon. He started freaking out. He's like, everybody's just like touching me. They're in my space. He's like, I don't like it. And I'm just like, how's that feel, colonizer? I was like, you need to get in the basket or get behind me. And so I was like pushing him along down the aisles because he's a big baby. And I'm a really bad Asian. I don't speak Tagalog much. I know the bad words, but like, what Asian American kid doesn't? But every time I go there, I always try to put the most Asian things in my basket. I'm like, oh, here's some like fermented shrimp paste, or here's some duck eggs, some skin whitener, just like very Asian things. I like how that was for you Asians in the back. That was a joke for you. All you white people, calm down. But yeah, whenever I get my like really Asian things, I'll like go up to the counter, and like Asians can tell other Asians. Like if you're Filipino, I can tell you're another Filipino, possibly Venezuelan. I get those confused a lot. But I went up to the counter and I noticed that the guy was Filipino. I was like, oh, it's my time to shine. Filipinos love other Filipinos. Off the top of our head, I swear to God, I can name like 5 musical artists that are Filipino. Test me. No, I don't feel like doing it right now. Her, Saweetie, Olivia Rodrigo, Darren Criss, and Lea Salonga. I got it. Anyway. Mulan and Jasmine's singing voice. Same lady, Lea Salonga. Anyway, enough Filipino American history for you guys. I got up to the counter with all my Filipino things, and the guy looks at the stuff and then like looks at me, and he's like, oh. And I just go, Kumusta! Which means hello, but I said it like that. And he's like, oh, are you Filipino? And I'm like, yeah, I'm half. And then, like in all Asian stores, there's like always a kitchen in the back. And like this little old lady like popped her head out. And she was like, oh, you're Filipino? And then I was like, yeah. And then she said what roughly translates to, I don't know what she said. I'm so bad. And I freaked out. I was like, oh gosh, my mom literally just taught me like the word for light and to eat more. I don't know what's going on. I didn't recognize any of those words. So I just went, yup. It was so bad. And then I was so embarrassed. I got out of there so fast. And since I live in Texas and I do speak a little bit of Spanish, I went somewhere where I'm more comfortable, the Panda Express. But I left my husband there because he sucks. But it's fine. He was wearing a Dragon Ball Z shirt. They fed him, he's good. Man, another thing that I love about my husband, he's great, he lets me make fun of him, but he got me into wrestling recently. Not the sexy kind, but like actual like WWE wrestling. Anybody else? Are you just doing that? Are you just saying that to not make me feel alone? Anyway, wrestling is the coolest. Not because the men wear panties, but my favorite, I'm going to tell you about my favorite wrestler. It'll be a little ironic once I tell you who it is because I've never actually seen him wrestle, nor do I care to watch him wrestle. But my favorite wrestler is John Cena. You know who that is? Yeah, he's an actor. That's what I know him as. Actor and former rapper John Cena. I had to tell you, when the Scooby-Doo gang went to WrestleMania, John Cena, cartoon John Cena, took off his shirt and crushed a boulder. It was exactly wolf whistle is so hot. But anyway, the reason why I love John Cena, he dates big girls. Hey! Oh man, if you guys don't date big girls in the year 2022, grow up. Just say you're too short, you know what I mean? Anyway, what was I gonna say? Oh, if you want to be like John Cena and date a half Asian big girl, I have a really good dating website for you. It's called World of Warcraft. All right, thank you guys so much.
Give it up one more time for Lonnie! I'll take that. Lonnie will be performing at Fallout Theater on October 7th with Y'all We Asian. Please go to that show. We love to support our Asian American comedians here. Me. Awesome. I don't know where Yuki is, and I don't need this. Let's go and set up 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. With this. She'll be back in any second.
Should we just chant his name?
Yuki!
I mean, he's
You
not
can chant my name. I'm like.
or mine. We're in a competition. Who do you?
I mean,
Yeah.
Okay.
That's right.
Right. Or mine.
Jesse. Yeah.
As long as Yuki's not here, I guess I might go ahead and take over as head chef to get the show started.
Excuse you?
I mean,
Okay.
I got the apron, I got the headband. I think we can get started. I
If memory serves me correctly, 2 chefs have challenged me for the position of head chef. Now, I believe that both were unfortunately disqualified because they were not able to replicate the dish that I was going to make. Should have been a simple task for a competent assistant. However, it seems both of you did not read the show notes before the show.
The email was super vague.
How was I supposed to know?
Silence! I'm giving you one more chance for redemption. For this final cooking challenge, you will have 20 minutes to make any plant-based dish of your choosing.
I could do that.
Chefs, are your ingredients ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Is your mise en place in place?
Yes.
Then you may begin. Alles Cuisine! Now, as our chefs begin, I would like to introduce our panelists and judges for this final cooking competition. Of course, you've seen her on this stage just now, Mandy Kay. And of course, Lonnie Cuomo will also be judging some of our dishes here. Excellent. So, Mandy, are you a person who cooks? I guess you already explained that you weren't, were you?
No, I don't cook. I make sandwiches.
Okay. What kind of foods do you like to eat if someone were to cook for you?
I just bought some goat cheese at the farmer's market.
One of my favorite cheeses,
Yeah,
goat
I like
cheese.
to put it on bread.
Goat cheese on bread. I love it. Ronnie?
I do cook.
Okay.
I also eat what other people cook.
Nice. What kind of things do you like to cook?
Ooh.
Food.
Easy. Right now, I have ADHD, so I hyperfixate. Toast. Toast is like my hyperfixation right now. I will eat the F out of toast.
Okay.
And the heels and stuff.
Have you ever made what you might consider the perfect toast?
No.
You're not picky about trying to get the toast perfectly even
As
and
long as it's
consistent?
not burnt, even if it's just like bread that's a little hard, I'm just like, oh, it's toast.
Sorry, judges, you are gonna have to use a mic.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I think we're off the microphones on the yes. Okay.
Yeah, everybody needs to hear how I eat hot bread.
If you like stale toast, do I have something for you back there?
Absolutely not. I know what you could do with steel toast. I've worked in a lot of kitchens. I used to manage a coffee shop. I used to manage a bakery at a grocery store. It rhymes with Swole Swoots.
Owned by Amazon.
Yeah.
Boo.
The benefits are great, but the people suck. They're fatphobic. Anyway, but yeah, no, I've cooked a lot, and just like watching you guys, it's interesting. Like I can tell you what to shop at Costco and HEB.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can tell from the Tupperware and the Kirkland. But yeah, I'm a grocery store food nerd.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try really hard not to be super serious about this, because I will tear you apart and make you cry. But I'm looking forward to eating.
Every panel needs one critical judge.
Yeah, even though you haven't washed your hands, I'm looking forward to eating your food. My dad's a health inspector. It's fine.
Excellent.
I think you're both gonna do really great.
Okay.
Listen,
I'm
I learned
ready
to
for
cook from
you.
my Asian mom. Do you think she taught me how to wash my hands?
Oh, yay, dirty hands. That's my favorite.
practiced.
I did wash my hands. And then I rubbed my face a little bit.
Yeah,
Just
extra
kidding.
spice.
I'm joking.
Wow.
I'm joking.
Certainly a performance worthy of head chef of this kitchen.
Yuki, I'm about to knock your socks off. I
Okay.
have really exciting news for you.
Yes.
So, and for everyone watching. I am making pesto, and pesto is like surprisingly super, super easy. Surprising to me because I think everything is probably going to be harder than it is. It's not going to be that. But I did not know that you can actually make pesto with anything. So
Yes.
usually people are like, oh, they just use basil. But I'm using spinach. So I'm using like a cup of spinach to make mine. But you can use kale, anything.
I believe pesto is just Italian for paste.
Is it?
So
Okay.
it doesn't actually mean a certain type of ingredient. It just means
Okay.
whatever you can mash up into a paste is a pesto.
Oh, that's really
So-
good to know. I did not know that. So yeah, I'm using spinach, and this is also going to be a nut-free pesto. So I'm using half of an avocado, spinach, basil, and then like lemon, a tablespoon of nutritional yeast, a little bit of garlic.
Okay. Would you mind giving us a hint as to what other than ingredients, what you will be making today?
Oh yeah. So I'm making pesto pasta, and then I am making vegan scallions. Scallops.
Yeah, scallions are vegan, yeah.
They are. You're right. I'm
Easy to
making
source those.
Okay, what's that wrong?
vegan scallops, so out
Okay.
of parts of palm.
Hearts of
Oh.
palm.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I'm gonna interrupt. Did you know avocados aren't vegan?
What?
Yeah, I know. It takes bees to make avocados, and since bees have to do with the life cycle, it's not good for a vegan. So, are you a vegan?
Probably.
Yeah, you do eat honey, yeah.
Well, I do. Well, so I really
I'm
consider myself.
exposing the vegan.
I consider myself like to be a plant-based eater versus like a vegan. I don't get in the chats and cause a ruckus, so I
Like
can't
vegans
really.
want to.
They took my. I kind of want to.
Okay.
I've done it a couple.
So the heart of palms instead of scallops. I know
Okay.
scallops have a very specific range between cooked just right and overcooked. With heart of palms, you don't have to worry as much about overcooking them because they're a little bit less sensitive. So they're the perfect dish for a novice chef.
Okay, like if you want to do that and you want to be like that, that's okay, Yuki.
Yeah,
I'm sure
this
you'll be
indication that Yuki's smug, right?
I
The
mean-
first time, is this? I'm sorry, she's trying to challenge. She doesn't even work here.
The stove's not even on, and there's already burns.
It better be on.
It's on, right? Okay.
It's on.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, is the power out again?
Oh, no, it's not. Oh, I forgot the other ingredient that I'm using. Sorry, is vegan Parmesan, and it's Follow Your Heart brand,
Fact checker.
which is really nice.
Follow
it
your heart
vegan?
brand, HEB.
It says vegan on the container, so it has to be true.
Has
Because
to be.
if they write it down, like on the internet or on a package,
Grocery stores wouldn't lie.
it's true.
No.
Yeah.
Not HEB. If you got it from HEB, then.
It's-
If you got it from Walmart or Target, better.
My favorite thing about HEB is the fresh taco bread coming out.
Taco bread.
It's
I
fun
like
to
the
wa-
butter taco
It's fun
bread.
to watch it sing on that little conveyor belt.
My favorite part of HEB is the B. It stands for butts.
Wow, I did not know that.
I'm learning so many
It's
things about
it's
grocery
named after
stores.
Herbert E. Butts.
Is that why they won't tell us what it stands for?
Yeah.
Why did they just call it butts?
Yeah.
I mean, probably because it would smell bad, or you can make a lot of fart jokes.
I kind of feel like you answered your own question.
I see.
Yeah.
Hey, as soon as I said it, I realized. Hi, Ethel, why don't you tell us a little bit about what you're doing right now?
Well, this is called aquafaba. It's the juice from a can of garbanzo beans or chickpeas. I put a pinch of xanthan gum to help it come together because it's at room temperature. If you chill it, it'll foam up better. And you can see right now it's pretty liquidy, but this is just for me whisking it a little bit. If I do this for a long time, it's supposed to make stiff peaks. And
Now the tiny whip. I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah, it is. It is. It's not the size of the whisk, as we all know. So this is just. Oh,
it's okay. I got all the juice in here.
excellent. It's just the juice from a can of chickpeas.
Yep.
And this is going to make a type of foam, a type of fake cream.
Yeah. So what I love about this is that it makes the protein structure that like come out of the garbanzo beans give the aquafaba a structure. So the same way you take egg whites that are clear and goopy, and you keep doing this and eventually makes a meringue, you can do that with bean juice.
So it's the vegan substitute for egg whites, essentially.
Yes.
As a meringue.
For yes.
Okay.
So what I'm gonna do is try to get this stiff enough so that I'm gonna make it chocolate and sweet and make a chocolate mousse out
Okay.
of bean juice.
This is a family show, so
It's a stiff, white, foamy protein structure.
Yes. Absolutely.
Checking, just checking.
I'm gonna do this. Is that okay, guys?
Absolutely. Do what you need to. All right. How do you feel about bean juice? A dessert made from bean juice.
I don't think I've ever put a stiff white protein structure into my mouth though, so I'm a good girl, and pretty excited about it.
You ever had egg whites?
I mean, I've had egg whites for sure, but not that, not out of the can. Oh, maybe. I don't know. What do you think?
I've put a lot in my mouth. I know I'm looking forward to it.
Yes.
I'm really worried that this gets so tiny you're not going to be able to get enough air in it. But I have faith in you. I have to eat.
I have a
Chocolate
power tool
pudding.
back there that I might use later if you may need it.
Yeah, you only have what, like 17 minutes left? 16 minutes left?
You don't need this anymore, do you?
No, that's yours.
Just take it, Jesse. Be cutthroat in this kitchen.
I will use it then.
Oh, get it. Look at that technique.
Nice.
Wow, look at him go.
Nice. Look at that forearm structure. That's good.
For anyone that's
Skin better.
wants some tips on how to whip up egg whites most efficiently, or bean juice, if you will. I saw a test in which they did a circular motion. They did like a kind of horizontal but still looping motion, and then they did one where it was just straight side to side as they whip up egg whites. And it turns out the most efficient method to get these egg whites nice and foamy was the straight side to side method. That creates the most.
You can see it's starting to get a little. Is that the camera to see?
This is our close-up camera. This
Is
is
that close up?
Yeah.
Is that help? It's starting to get a little bit more.
Okay.
This
Excellent.
This is
More aerated.
I need to go back to boil.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Excellent.
Sorry. Thank you.
All right, so we got pasta. To our panelists, are we fans of pasta?
Yes, absolutely.
Any kinds in particular that we like? Our go-tos?
My mom's Italian. She makes a lot of just spaghetti and lasagna. We have a family recipe. She wakes up in the morning and makes it all day.
Wow.
Yeah,
okay.
which you'd think I'd know how to do that since she's done it my whole life, but I don't pay attention. So it's delicious though. It's great. And if she does anything different, my grandma calls her out. It's fun.
Excellent. Love to talk family drama.
My paternal grandfather is Sicilian. Well, he's dead. Was Sicilian, and he would make his own pesto and like bring it to us and visit Italy. There's like a wine company brand that is related to us. You really just have to look up my last name. I don't have any of that money because I'm so poor. But I love Italian food, so I'm like half Italian.
What if it like you get a letter one day that you've inherited the wine company, but you have to spend one night in a spooky winery? Would you do it?
Yeah. Yeah. I've watched enough Hallmark movies that like it'll go in my favor. Yeah, the ghost will come back to life and I'll have a second husband. It'll be great.
You're ready to marry whatever this apparition is. I like
Look,
that.
it's October and I read a lot of books, so I don't think you realize who you're talking to.
Wow.
Like if the Minotaur walked in here, honestly, I could take care of it.
We have someone here who reads. Okay.
Yeah, she's learned.
I listen to audiobooks. I think it's the same.
It is the same. Listening is reading.
I have a very sweet friend who works at a library. He's a librarian. And he always reassures me that audiobooks still count as books.
Oh wow, fire him. Fire him. Get the state to be like, no, your library card is revoked. Audiobooks are reading. I will fight your friend about that.
No, he reassures me.
Oh, that it is?
Yeah, he's very nice.
Oh,
yeah.
okay, then whatever the opposite I said is.
Yeah.
Go your friend.
I'll tell him to
yay.
hire him back again. It
Give
was
him
all
a
a
second
misunderstanding.
library card. For me.
Instead of
Libby.
fighting him, you'll give him a big hug?
Sure.
Okay.
If
All
he's,
right.
especially if he's a ghost or a minotaur.
Okay, so is it a lot of fictional characters, or just those two are like your...
No. I just didn't want to name all of the fictional
Okay.
characters that I would.
I assumed there was more.
Date.
I didn't know if it was... The callback made me think it
Oh
was
yeah,
like
absolutely non-discerning.
Okay.
I'll do it all. Them all.
The last audiobook I listened to was George Orwell, 1984.
Okay.
Yeah, and I listened to it while driving through the South, which is terrifying.
What are you going to learn from that
Do not do that. Billboards will make you extra sad. Really bad.
Ooh, they're starting to sizzle.
All right, Jesse, what do we have going on here?
Well, these are the hearts of palm, and I should have shown you what they were like. So they come in a jar. You want to rinse them off, which I pre-rinsed mine. And then I just slice them into little rounds that are about the size of a scallop. You're going to put some butter, vegan butter, and then about a tablespoon of the pre-diced garlic if you're lazy like me and don't want to dice up garlic, but about a clove or a teaspoon. Let it get hot, put your hearts of palm in, and then you let them brown and turn them over. And they're
Excellent.
delicious. They're really
Okay.
good. Like some people will put sea kelp. They'll sprinkle sea kelp on
Okay.
them because that will give it like a fishier taste a little bit, like that
Huh.
seafood taste.
Yeah, so it is a great natural source of monosodium glutamate, yes.
Oh,
I love an MSG.
Yes.
Well,
Asian
yes.
Americans represent.
Yeah,
So-
if you don't like MSG and you think it gives you headaches, you're racist. I'm gonna die on that hill. I do have a question, Jesse.
Yes.
Why hearts of palm instead of king oyster mushrooms?
Well, not really any reason. I just wanted to try it like
Good, because mushrooms are gross.
Wow.
You know, mushrooms are really versatile. There's so many things you can do in like plant-based cooking with mushrooms, but I do like that the hearts of palm are so accessible, like, and it's in a jar, and so like you could buy it and it won't go bad in your fridge because, you know, like that bag of spinach that you usually buy and like throw in the bottom and then it's ruined by the end of the week. Like I feel that mushrooms sometimes can be the same if you're like buying lots of ingredients. So I like to just keep these on hand and then I can throw them in a pasta in a jiff.
Okay, excellent.
That's what I got.
I enjoyed that
Starting to
answer.
smell? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Smell good.
When I enjoy something, I just nod and don't say anything. But if I hate it, you're gonna hear about it.
Okay, good.
I'm sorry. I'm really bad at communicating.
No, listen, if a Minotaur walks in, you'll just nod a lot. I think we're ready.
Oh my god, me and Alton Brown would have so much. Oh my gosh, did you know Alton Brown is, I can't say this, but he's a daddy. Not a father, a daddy.
Did I know? Do I have eyes? Is that what you're asking? Or was I watching TV in the mid-aughts? Yeah, of course I know this.
Oh, did you know some, oh, man.
Did you know he's from Athens, Georgia? Did you know he's a journalism major?
No, I was gonna go over some like inappropriate stuff. I'll just talk to you about it after the show and the cameras are out.
Thank you. Yes. He and I did go to the same school. I learned later on, not for food stuff, either one of us. I think he went there for like media,
Journalism, yeah.
journalism, and I went for accounting. So look at what we're doing now.
I went to the same college as John Grisham.
Whoa.
Oh,
Yeah.
At the same time?
Cool.
No, I know I'm Asian, but I am like younger than I
It's just an
look.
interesting fact. If it was true, it would have been really cool.
It would be really cool.
People can go back to
Damn,
school,
really
Yuki.
good.
Sorry.
we know what you were implying. Please continue.
I know, just John Grisham. Never met him. He has a wing in the library. It's Mississippi State University, by the way. Lots of racism because it's in Mississippi. But anyway, Did you actually go to college or no?
I went to NC State for 2 years, and then I did a bunch of drugs.
After college or while you were in college? Wallace. I was gonna say, I think yeah.
Mine came after. Is something burning?
It is not. No, it is definitely not. We do have like some garlic herb mix. What is this called?
It's cooking.
Homie's whisk arm is burning. That's what I smell.
Yes.
I'm seeing the peaks though. We're at the soft peak cake stage. I'm pretty
He
impressed.
started with
I'm
beer.
impressed too. He's
Yeah,
hard at work.
he's gonna be lopsided, like Rick and Morty. You know, like
Did you
when
work-
Morty had like the one big arm, or that dude. had
It's
the one big arm.
also so hey, here's another benefit. You can this is actually how you make whipped cream. It's just that small quart of cream and you just whip it. It's when I first found that I was like, that's not true. It comes from a can. It has air in it.
And then if you keep going past the whipped cream stage, do you know what happens?
Your arm gets tired.
Butter.
Oh. Okay.
Butter
Ah.
has to have impact, right? It's more of a force that's like the butter churners. They're like
I thought it was a fish
mashing it in.
Oh, mashing
Yeah, you can make fresh butter.
Can you get
Did you not
butter?
know that? You can
this
make it
is
in
just-
your KitchenAid because you know I'm bougie and I have a KitchenAid.
Okay.
It's
Wow.
collecting dust at the top of my fridge.
It's crazy that whipped cream is whipped cream and it's also the recipe. Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah.
That's fun. If you drip sweat in that, is that vegan? It comes from.
Good question, vegan.
Just ask. I'll
I'm
eat it.
not a vegan. I don't
I'll
know.
still eat it. Yeah, for sure. We're done.
You're not being exploited, right? Right?
I have a question for Yuki.
Yes.
You like gloves, don't you?
I do like to take care of my hands. They are very important.
How many different pairs of gloves do you have?
Yeah, Yuki, how many pairs of gloves do you have?
Well, I have a pair of motorcycle gloves that I wear when I ride a motorcycle, which hasn't happened in a few years. So I have a left one and a right one, so that counts as 2. Okay. And then I think I just, just found these deep in my closet.
Oh.
So
I thought you had some black ones in one of your.
I believe I do. Yeah.
So do you just steal people's gloves?
I borrow them, maybe.
Borrow?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the
one?
owners find them again once
I mean-
I'm done with them.
Oh, you're pretty sure. Filipino borrowing is the best. You just take it and then don't give it back until
Yeah, Yuki, why don't you talk about
Okay,
that?
so
How
something-
Filipinos borrow things.
Yeah.
I
Tell me.
What you do?
would not know enough.
Do you? The,
Like, all my stuff's gone. I don't know.
I made it work because I'm innovative like that, Chef Yuki.
Okay,
Yeah, I
so
made it work.
we're missing some equipment, but we
And
found
today-
a way to continue cooking.
You guys saw what I did with my
Magnificent.
hands and the cabbage.
That was impressive,
So-
for sure.
it was kind of messy,
Right.
but
I'm honestly really excited about vegan scallops because regular scallops are really gross. I grew up near the beach and I'll eat all kinds of seafood, but scallops, they're like dirty little marshmallows.
I really
which are also not vegan.
That's I didn't know that.
love this seafood. This is gelatin. So to make marshmallows, you need gelatin. I have made marshmallows from scratch. That was a pain in the butt. I was like
Now,
watching.
draining the water from.
Wow,
the
is that
soap.
fair that Yuki's helping Jessie?
Yeah, it's almost like I'm her assistant.
I just,
Isn't that a funny thought?
How the turns of tables.
for safety first, always.
Almost dropped it.
Yeah, that's why Yuki's wearing gloves and the other two aren't. I get it.
Yeah.
I was hoping you'd ask me how many gloves I own.
How many gloves do you own?
Oh my gosh, thanks for asking. I
like
actually
Jack
own 10
Skellington.
pairs and that's 0% a joke.
I think I lose all my gloves.
If you go to the theaters, there's a poster of me for the Hideout show. That's a pirate show right now, and everyone had like a prop of like a sword or like a pocket watch, something piratey. And when it
It's
was
just gloves.
yeah, I was like, "What's your accessory?" And I'm like, "Hands." Guess camera? Which camera do I? Hands.
Hands across the
And it really it's a good photo. I've been getting a lot of compliments on my picture in the poster for a show.
I do have to say that Jesse's food smelled good, so I'm kind of scared about your aquafob. I'm kind of scared about your
Whoa.
We're getting just stiff beaks, dude.
Yeah.
Can
Wow.
you believe we made this live in front of all of us with just bean water?
It's pretty
And
wild.
xanthan gum.
I've seen
Up
like
it, yeah.
the finished footage of people whipping stuff up, and I'm like, no, they definitely cut something out. There's no way they just did this over and over until it became that. That's impossible.
Yeah.
And since I wasn't paying attention this time, I still think it's impossible. I think you did something while I wasn't looking.
I spent some time in France because my sister lives there, and I had to show her that you can beat egg whites into a meringue. She also didn't believe it was real, so I got to teach her a little bit about French cooking.
Have you ever made macarons?
Yeah, I love to make them. I love because they'll never turn out good.
Yeah, mine.
It's like, did it rain 3 days ago? Nice try, babe.
Oh man, I used to have to take the temperature of dough for the bakery. Anyway, have you made marshmallows from
I
scratch?
have not. I didn't know
It's
you
a
could.
pain in the butt.
Yeah, and this is.
But they're so good. I made like ube marshmallows and pandan marshmallows and banana
Oh,
marshmallows.
nice. I actually had pandan for the first time recently.
You just ate a leaf?
No, it was in a cake, but it was like the,
Oh,
the
peanut
extra.
flavor.
I thought you were making fun of me. Like, did I say it wrong?
No, pandan
yeah.
is just a leaf. It's just
Yeah,
a
yeah.
flavor.
But like they instead of vanilla or I guess like made a pandan cake and I was like, oh, this is pretty dope.
I was mostly talking to white people about explaining pandan
Yeah.
because I know you get it.
I just said it was my first time. I don't get it. You got me too.
Have you been to Houston to go to the like Asian stores there?
No,
Way better than
I'm
Boston.
I'm from Atlanta, so we have amazing
Culture?
That's my standard for like Asian grocery stores, and it's
Yeah, we have like 5 H Marts over there.
It's all
For those that
Korean.
don't know, H Mart is a Korean kind of super grocery store. We have one of them here,
Cedar
kind of
Park?
outside Austin. Yeah, Cedar Park. Thank you.
I know where all the Asian stores
Of
are.
course.
There's a mini one called Hana World, but H Mart's like the big name brand.
Yeah, and it's a fun one because when you go inside, there's like along the walls, there's all these like restaurants that have they have a little food court in there set up with all these Asian and Asian themed.
Yeah, it's
eateries.
like Korean and like Korean fusion
Yes.
food. It's pretty tight. I definitely recommend going to the food court and then shopping.
I've been to all the white people stores.
All of them.
Yeah,
all
there's
the-
a lot more. There's a lot more in Texas than you would think. It's
Have
crazy.
you been to Aldi? Have you
Yeah,
been to Aldi?
I've been to Aldi. Everything's in like a white box.
Yeah, and like,
yesterday.
Yeah.
really? Okay, mine's ready.
All right, we have our first dish
yeah.
is
So-
complete.
Smells so
What do we
good.
have?
Cool, so this is pesto, pasta with homemade pesto that is nut-free and made with avocado. And then we have vegan scallops that are made out of hearts of plum.
Excellent. So let's get these over to our judges to see what they think about it. Let's see. And if you were to, if you didn't want it to be nut-free, what would you add in here?
You could use cashews, but like pesto is so versatile and fun. You can get really creative with it. Use your favorite nut, your favorite green, and just kind of like do it however you like. And I'm like really crossing my fingers.
See how they like it.
Do you recommend these be eaten together or separately?
Okay, I'm gonna be really honest. Like, I tried to get fancy with the plating, but usually, oh my gosh, I forgot the tomatoes. It's
You better
okay.
hurry up.
They're good.
No, you got 4 minutes. You got 4 minutes. I got a lot of mixing to do.
I forgot the tomatoes.
Spit it out of your mouth.
No,
We need the experience.
We haven't taken a bite yet.
Okay.
Okay, then spit something out.
No, we don't need to spit anything out, please.
It's okay.
Have some
Yeah.
sport. All right,
My
we're gonna chop
family
up some
has-
tomatoes.
Pro spitting cooking show. I
I'm
love
so
it.
sorry, guys.
Only if it was John Cena. Anyway,
Isn't his thing you can't see him?
yeah.
Okay.
So I wouldn't know if he spit on me. I'd just be like, it's raining.
But to
Is
answer
that how you usually react when it rains?
Yeah.
Everyone's like, yeah, it's raining.
It's raining.
y'all's question, usually I just mix everything up.
Okay.
Like my husband and I just we don't have any issues with food touching or whatever it is. And also I don't usually plate anything to be super pretty at home.
One of my favorite things, I don't know if you could tell, but growing up we watched a lot of Iron Chef.
Nice color.
And one of the things I really liked was one of the judges, like they're supposed to be pretty like prestigious judges. One of them was eating pasta like the, which one's the tube shaped ones? Rigatoni?
Yeah.
Yeah. Penne. And instead of like putting fork and eating the pasta, he was making it so that the fork tongs like slide into the penne. But like this is on a cooking competition, and I was like, my sister just pointed out it was so cute and adorable, and I was like, oh, I actually want to start eating pasta like that.
This is the highest.
Jesse, do you want to know a secret? I hate tomatoes.
Wow! I hope that doesn't mark against
Well,
you.
it's a good thing I didn't mix everything up. It is on the side, so you can pick around it.
Okay.
I didn't. Usually, I'm gonna,
I love that I bullied you into putting this. I wasn't even gonna eat
It's
it.
totally okay. It was supposed to make like a colorful little situation over there.
It is very colorful. I'm gonna mix them all together and try it all
Okay.
together.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
So, first impressions, does honey just fall?
Oh, my coffee
you're
is it?
rendered.
I hope it's good.
I hope so too.
Okay.
Where's the pasta?
So we have our
This right here.
pasta that had some elements of an Italian flag in it, perhaps. A little green, a little bit of whites, and reds. What do we think? What are our impressions so far?
If I ordered this at a restaurant, I'd be pretty happy with it.
Take it away.
Okay,
I
excellent.
like it.
A little bit of pasta in that
You would?
Yeah.
I'm so glad.
It's alright. Do you know what salt is?
Yeah. So
It's a little tangy. I agree. It's like a little tangy, but it's good.
okay. Well, yes, I do know what salt is. My
I'm so sorry.
I mean, it's a question.
I'm used to putting like little to no salt because there's some dietary restrictions at my house for like low salt. So then we just like add what we want.
Salt to taste.
Yeah, salt to taste. So I apologize about that.
Okay. Oh, and I think our second dish is also ready as well. Would you mind
Can I borrow this one to show you? Which camera?
sharing
Which camera?
this camera? Okay, okay. Let's get right in there. That's very
So
close.
this is the chocolate mousse that I whipped up, very airy. On one of them I put almond slivers and ground coffee, like flex. So it'll be get a little crunch in there too when you're ready to taste that one.
Excellent.
Did you put any salt?
No, so you don't actually want. You do want to cover the bean juice taste of this. So after you whip it up, you have to put in a good amount of sugar. I think I should put a little bit more sugar in, but it is.
Yeah, do what you're gonna do now. I'm pretty excited about this because I like desserts. Desserts are like my jam.
Excellent.
So, I don't know.
You didn't put like a bucket of ice under it?
There's a ton of elbow grease in it.
That
We
would
know
have
that.
sped up the whipping process, I'm sure.
Yeah. So if you guys, I do have a backup aquafaba that I have chilled in the fridge, and I could do that again if you guys really don't like it. But
I
Okay.
was told to be a little mean, so that's what I'm being a little mean.
okay, but someone's gonna have feelings and pride in our
That's
cooking.
that's why I'm
I just
telling
thought I came to
you.
this competition.
That's why I'm telling you I was being like that.
Every judge
I was-
panel.
I was told the same thing.
You
I
also
said it was a
forgot
little
tomatoes.
tangy,
Don't
so-
forget you forgot tomatoes. You did a lot of things wrong, girl. It's
I mean,
okay.
I'm not gonna go Gordon Ramsay. I'm just gonna go just a little like Alex Cornishelli.
Every judge panel needs its Simon Cowell, I think. So.
Cowell? Excuse me? What? I'm just kidding.
Right. Okay.
Oh, I'm allergic to caffeine, so mine doesn't have coffee in it.
She's gonna say she's allergic to pesto next. Yeah. I'm just kidding.
Oh my gosh, I'm itchy.
Again, is that how you usually talk when you get? Oh my
That's
god.
really good. It doesn't taste like beans at all.
Oh my god.
It's so exciting.
Yeah. So
Can hardly
while
taste
it looked difficult while I made it, I hope everyone believes that they can make it now. It just takes time. And if you have a KitchenAid stand mixer or even a hand whisk, it goes by a lot faster. But I've actually never done this by hand, so this was a fun thing to see if I could. And I could. I am such a good chef.
Yes, you are.
Normally, straight up cocoa powder is like really, really bitter. Because I was a kid one time and I was like, this is how you make hot chocolate.
Yeah.
Milk and cocoa
It's
powder.
100% also
Dumb.
vegan.
It adds, I can taste the powdered sugar in it, and it rounds it out, and it's like a fluffy fudge.
Yeah.
Ooh, fluffy fudge. That sounds
Yeah.
delicious.
I think what I love about it though, so like there's also, I usually put a little vanilla and I forgot to bring that today, I'm so sorry. But
Okay.
one thing I do love, it being a mousse essentially, and even like whipped cream, like, I don't know how many calories are in like that much juice, but like, it makes a good amount. So my favorite thing is just like freeze this and then go to town on anytime I want to eat ice cream, and it's
Oh, like an icebox pie type thing?
yeah. So it becomes really good. Because I can also do this with coconut cream, but that's gonna be more calorie dense. This one, it's like it's air. You know, there's no calories in air, right? Am I right? You know,
I
yeah.
know we're in a competition, but I'm really impressed by your dish.
Oh, that's sweet.
I wish I could have watched yours more because I've actually never made a pesto. But I was.
You were busy. You were working those muscles.
Yeah.
I have a bad thing to say about the
Uh-oh.
thing. I have chunks of cocoa.
Chunks.
Little
of
surprises?
cocoa.
Again, this is where I would use the blender thing, but I folded
Is that
it.
the only bad thing?
Yeah, no,
Okay.
and that's the thing is that like
It's better than no salt.
For sure. I think this would be good to like trick kids into eating good, better.
yeah,
Yeah.
and it's
It's really
like
good
it's
with
protein. It's proteins from bean juice, and it's really just
You can also do that with avocados and make chocolate pudding.
yeah.
Yes.
So instead of aquafaba, you just mash up an avocado.
It's really good.
It is
yeah.
really good. I've made it myself.
Yeah, it's really good.
Well, okay, so I believe we finished our dishes. We have judged them.
Yeah.
Let me quickly deliberate with our judges to tally
guess-
up our points.
Okay, we'll clean.
Give him a chance to. Here, let him eat from that Tupperware so he can.
Oh yeah, he has to eat.
Yeah, you want to eat some?
Yes, why not? It won't affect your score, unfortunately, but
I mixed all of it together.
I'm sorry?
Well, I mixed it all together. I was cleaning, so it's a
Okay.
nervous habit. So.
Let's start with dessert.
Yeah.
It is good. I can't believe you made this all just in front of us with the ingredients you have.
It's good.
It is quite good. I am seeing some of the chunks of cocoa powder, but
Life's chunky, you know.
Like a big and chunky.
Right.
for yours, may I just
Oh wait, hold on. I heard about this one.
oh, thank you.
Oh yeah. My bad.
Do you know what salt is though? We're just wondering. Just a broad question.
I literally brought salt and then forgot to add it. Okay, so yes,
I'm so sorry I asked that question.
it's okay.
It was a great.
It's a legitimate question. So
It's not a legitimate.
Well, we've tasted your dishes, and have found them to be fairly satisfactory. However, some mistakes were made, and in your duties as assistants, there were also some slight shortcomings in your dishes, your technique, and your overall performance.
I'm not surprised. Fairly satisfactory is what my report cards used to say. So
Any comments on your results?
I don't know. I did a good job.
I feel like you did a great job.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
Bits of cocoa powder are a fun surprise. They remind you the whipped motion that was put into the rest of the mousse by having little dry pockets that got stuck on your tongue. I think it's part of a good plan.
Well, the whipping motion was also very distracting and somewhat concerning, and I think that
Hard
actually
disagree, boss.
disturbed our guests a little bit. They talked about you possibly sweating into this dish, which is very unappetizing. So, it is with a heavy heart that I must announce that there can be no winner from today's competition. Neither of you have earned the right to challenge me as head chef of Laughs for Lunch, I'm afraid.
Well, damn.
did you not see the chopping I did before?
I would be upset if I didn't see this coming.
What?
See, I knew you wouldn't accept whatever we made. You're gonna pick out something that we do individually, but I figured if we can combine our work, we'd come up with the ultimate dish.
What?
I present to you a vegan mac and cheese using her pasta, nutritional yeast, and my aquafaba.
You two worked on this together?
Does it have salt?
I did put salt in it. I actually did earlier. Yes.
Yeah.
How do you like that?
You need a minute.
Yeah.
I'm sure he likes it a lot because working together.
Yeah.
That's always the best bet, right? Yeah.
The friends are the recipe you were following all along.
Friends, frenemies, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we've seen what both of you can do here today. And some highs, some lows, some surprises, some disappointments. But this mac and cheese, you two have combined forces to work and create this. You've worked very well together, which is what assistants should be able to do.
Yay!
You assisted each other,
We did!
which makes you the perfect assistants.
So who won?
Wait, but one of us needs to win.
Needs to challenge me for head chef position.
Well, it's a competition,
Yeah.
and that's how it works.
Tell me, like 2 people enter, 1 person.
And
Right.
you didn't cook anything, so we can't tell for sure
Right.
that you would have won.
Right. Well, since you two are so good at working together, why don't you just figure it out amongst yourselves?
Rock, paper, scissors. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Very well. Well, that's we finished our dishes and we're getting ready to wrap up. Before we go, why don't we get some of our plugs from Hayato? Any shows upcoming?
Okay, I'm doing a show at Hideout called Swashbuckle, and it's Saturdays at 8 p.m. for October, where I'll be playing a pirate who is always gonna be gay.
That's his promise.
I promise you.
Pirate will always be gay. Jesse, do you have any shows, social medias you'd like to plug?
I do. You can follow me at jessie.ann.price, Ann without an E. And I have an improv troupe called Bingo Got Weird, and we have a show tonight at 8:30 at Fallout. And we also are opening for Garage at Fallout all this month. So.
All right, excellent. Look for that. As for me, I will be in a monthly sketch comedy show called The Floor is Lava, which plays at Fallout Theater at 8 p.m. this Tuesday. Please check me out there if you want to see more sketch comedy from me. And as for the show, we're going to be back in 2 weeks with all new recipe, all new guests, free samples for anyone that's here live, all new show. So please come back into my kitchen in 2 weeks. But until then, for keeping up with what I'm cooking up, try looking up Laughs for Lunch on Instagram. I believe that's everything we have, so thank you very much for being here, and I hope you have a great day. That's our show! Okay. All right, let's hear it one more time for my lovely assistant. Oh, here we go.
Oh,
All right.
yeah. Is there like a